Well, good morning, Mid-Michigan. It is Friday, September 1st. I'm Jorma Duran.
And I'm Kiera Lake. Thanks so much for joining us because, as you can see, we are live on Michigan State's campus, and it's an exciting day to be on campus.
It is an exciting day, not only because football season officially gets started. It feels like the fall semester gets started when the first football game starts. It's cold.
I know.
You can see my brand. Football weather.
Yeah, talking about football weather and being on campus, actually, we have some exciting guests today joining us. So we're going to be joined by actually a former 6 Newser, Dana
Come on in
White.
here, Dana.
Dana, She's nice to have you here.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead. We've been waiting to talk to her for about an hour and a half. We don't know how to talk now.
I know. And Dana's actually works with Michigan State University Police. And Dana, a pretty big day for you guys.
Yes, we are so excited. I feel like we've been waiting for this day all summer for all of our students to be back and to have the first game today.
What are some of the priorities for, safety here?
Yeah, so we are keeping safety at the top of mind for everyone that comes to campus. We get thousands of people that come to campus on game days. So our big thing is if you see something, say something. If you see something that might not appear right, let us know as a police and public safety department, and don't just assume that someone else may report that.
Is there anything different or new this season?
Well, today, parking lots open at 3 p.m. for the public, 2 p.m. for donors, and alcohol sales are going to start within a few games, not just this game today, but we do have a few exciting things coming up, and we're looking forward to the season.
Now, when it comes specifically to the season, people are ready to get into the Spartan Stadium here, but what should they know before they head inside? Is it something they shouldn't bring with them, what they can bring inside?
So there is a bag policy. Your bags have to be clear to go inside of the stadium, and then there are a list of prohibitive items. Those can be found on msuspartans.com/gameday, and people can take a look there.
All right. Good things to know.
Yeah, we're excited. Well, great things to know. And I know that this game, no alcohol sales. I have to believe that's kind of the word around your situation and people that you talk with. You guys are getting ready for that time, I'm assuming.
Yes, we're hoping that it does good because it may stop that binge drinking before the game, since people can go inside and purchase an alcoholic beverage. So we're going to see how it goes, but we think it's going to be a good thing.
It sounded like I was drinking right there when I was trying to ask you that question, didn't it? I didn't even know what I was talking about, right? Yeah, no. Kiera's looking at me like, what are you talking about?
Spit it out.
You do this for a living. Or at least I thought I did.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to everyone coming on campus, anything that you want them to know before they get here?
So we have started an texting alert channel called Spartan FB23. We encourage everyone to sign up, and that's going to give out those traffic updates, any potential delays, any roads that might be shut down. We're going to be pushing that out in live time today. So if you text Spartan FB23 to 888-777, you'll get those updates.
And I know she is talking a little fast there. I mean, you're not talking fast, but if you do want to write down that information, if you do need that information, you can find it on Wlns.com. We have a list of things you need to know before you head to the game day, because we're here for you at MSU. Hello.
Look at that. We finally get to wear our hoodies. Yeah, absolutely. Now, you have the rundown. I'm not sure where we're going right now.
I know. It just says Spartan Safety. It says, thanks, Dana.
We appreciate that.
Well, we can toss it over to Katie for weather.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we're out on the campus of Michigan State University, and it is a chilly start to the morning. I will say that. It feels like fall, feels like football weather with temperatures that are mostly in the 40s and 50s. If you're waking up this early in the morning, you want to get some fresh air in the house and you don't mind a chill, I'd say open up those windows. Really, throughout the entire day, it'll be comfortable enough you can do that. We're going to be seeing some pretty pleasant temperatures. You also, if you could see out here, have clear skies. We also have satellite and radar to confirm that for us. We're going to have some clear conditions for much of the rest of the morning here and for the rest of the day too. We're going to be tracking out some more mild conditions because of these clear radar imagery, and we'll see that across not just Michigan but a large portion of the nation too. If we zoom things out, you see the West Coast has some rain, same thing over towards the desert, but for us we're doing nicely as that sunshine will be here as soon as we get ready for kickoff. We'll be talking more about the forecast coming up. Thanks for watching 6 News this morning.
All right, we appreciate it, Katie, and it sounds like it's football weather for today.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We have football weather, but also it's Labor Day weekend, so a lot of fun stuff going on.
And a lot of fun stuff still remaining in this show. We have a whole bunch of other people coming to talk with us. That includes Zeke's the Wonder Dog. We had Audrey Dahlgren coming in.
That's right.
We have a former MSU football captain, so don't go anywhere. We're live from the MSU campus. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are on the campus of Michigan State University, and tens of thousands of people will be coming here for the game to listen to some Spartan football and watch the game, but also they will be watching at home and also listening on the radio.
And that also means tens of thousands of people will be listening to our next two guests, the voices of Spartan and Chippewa football. Ray Sherman joins us now live with those two. Take it away, Ray.
Good morning, Jerome and Kara. That's right. I'm here with two men right here. Peter Clay is one of those men. He is the voice you hear right here at MSU Stadium. He also happens to work for Wlns, so we're a little bit biased. So we have the CMU side of things. I see as you're repping CMU with your MSU with your shirt. Now we have the CMU side of things. This is Adam Jacksa. He's here. He's also a Lansing, familiar with Lansing because he also does the voice for the Lansing Lugnuts. So you guys, obviously there's a lot of energy in the air. Not necessarily right now because hopefully the football players are sleeping. Who are you expecting to win, Adam?
I mean, come on, we gotta take the Chippewas here. I know I'm in enemy territory, but I think it's going to be a great game. It's obviously a difficult test, but hoping CMU makes it close and finds a way.
Yep. I was going to ask you, how does it feel to be on Spartan territory right now?
I mean, I love it. I grew up in Lansing, so have come to many Michigan State games, and I love the environment in there. Spartan Stadium set up yesterday. It looks great, and the 100th year. How could you not be excited for this?
100 years. Wow, that's a lot. And Peter, so obviously when you're announcing the show, you're not necessarily on the field. You're not, in the stands. You're in a booth, correct?
Yes.
So are you still able to hear the excitement, to feel the energy that is emanating from the field?
Yeah, they let me crack a window, and so
you get a window.
Yeah, I get to see hear some of the response, but it's still very electric up there, and always exciting. And hopefully I do my part to make it even more exciting.
Very nice. Yep. And how do you keep the energy alive?
Well, I would say that usually the team does that for you, the crowd does that for you, but there have been challenging games where I have to be a little more excited than the fans might be at the time, but I don't plan on that happening at all this year.
Perfect, especially for the first game, right?
Exactly.
Yep. So we have MSU, CMU. Obviously, there's a rivalry on the field. Is there a rivalry off the field as well between you two?
This is my first time meeting him, and he seems like a great guy. I've heard the voice before, but not at all.
So best friends, basically, right? You have it here on Channel 6.
Exactly.
The team's uniting right now.
I have plenty of CMU friends, family. So yeah, it's definitely a friendly rivalry. But luckily, I've never had to call an MSU loss to CMU, and I don't plan to in any time soon.
You hear that? Well, you heard her first on 6 News this morning. Here for you now on the MSU field, Ray Sherman, 6 News.
All right, pretty cool, Ray. Well, Katie will also be back in just a minute with your 6-day forecast.
That's right, and then we'll find out what opening day is like from a player's perspective. Ray is going to have another person to speak with coming up right after the break, so stay here. We'll be right back. Now we're back live just outside Spartan Stadium to kick off MSU's football season. Their home opener is tonight. As big as a fan as you might be out there, I can promise you this, nobody's more excited than the players for tonight's game.
Exactly, and myself. Take it from someone who knows, who's been to a lot of games. And right now we're going to toss it to a former player. We're going to go to Otis Wiley. He was actually played for MSU during 2005 to 2008, and he was a star safety and a captain in his senior year. And joining us now is 6 News reporter Ray Sherman to give us more info and talk about Otis.
Good morning, Jerome and Kara. Well, our live guests, including Otis Wiley, just arrived on the field with us, so now the excitement has really amped up. Now, Otis Wiley is a former MSU football player who, as a senior, anchored the Spartan secondary for 3 straight years in a row and was named one of 4 captains by his teammates. And now he's joined on the field with me. Otis, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Oh, thank you for having me.
How does it feel being back?
Oh, it's surreal. It's kind of full circle. We talked about that before we went on.
Yeah.
This is like first day of school for for football players. And it's been a summertime. We've been working hard, been really silently grinding it, getting prepared for this. And so everyone wants to just hit somebody else. Sorry. Yeah. So instead of hitting each other. Yeah. And so this is going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time of festivities. Yeah. I'm excited to get it going.
It sounds super exciting. And you talked about first day of school. So this is first game day. Yeah. There's obviously the same kind of feelings that you get. So as a former football player, how can you empathize with football players today for the first game of the season? How do you think they're feeling?
Oh, it's always game day jitters. If you don't have jitters, you're not a normal person. But as soon as the clock starts and you got the kickoff, as soon as you hit someone, it comes back to the real thing. So it's always the jitters got to prepare you for what's about to happen for the entire season.
Yeah, and so as a football player, there's obviously probably a different energy playing versus watching in the stands. Oh. So what is the difference between you being a fan and you being a player?
Look, for me, it's no difference. I can't hold my composure. I try my best when things aren't going right, and I want them to play better. But now I got to be a professional and be calm, cool, collected.
But inside, you're like,
you'll see me run around, you'll see me walk out. Just I'm like frustrated or I'm excited. I'm cheering. So it's just it never leaves you. It's just like football. It never leaves you.
Yeah. Yep. So it's in your heart forever, in your bones forever, in your blood forever. So I do have to ask you one last question. Yeah. Who do you think is going to win today?
Oh, absolutely. Go green, go white.
Go green, go
Proud game, proud. Spartan Dogs, baby.
There you have it. Live from MSU, Ray Sherman, 6 News.
All right, thanks, Ray. Thank you, Otis. And be sure to stay tuned to our special edition of 6 News this morning, live from the MSU campus. We've got much more coming up today, including an interview with the president of CMU and a performance by the Spartan Marching Band. But first, here's Katie with your game day forecast.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, looking ahead to that game day forecast, if you're heading out to the parking lots or just staying at your place, here's what you can expect weather-wise. Those temperatures mostly settling down into the 70s. It's going to be chilly in the morning, as you can probably see my breath on camera, but by noon we'll be back towards the low 70s, upper 70s there by 3 o'clock. Could even have some 80s trying to work their way in. Now, if you're going to be going to the game, know that the temperatures will be a little bit cooler the later in the night you go. That's to be expected. We're going to actually drop down from the 70s into the 60s once the sun sets, and it's just going to continue to cool down after that. Looking ahead to this weekend, it is going to be a warm one across mid-Michigan. Highs will be in those 90s. We won't have much humidity, but still 90s by themselves in September still feel pretty warm. We'll be seeing sunshine too, although we could be seeing some storms move in on Wednesday. We're going to be taking a break, and when we come back, we have more news, weather, and sports all coming in. Thanks for watching 6 News this morning.
All right, thank you so much, Katie. Well, coming up, we have plenty more to go, a lot more news and a lot more sports.
Yeah, a lot more sports, so stay with us. And thanks for starting your day with 6 News this morning, live from MSU's campus. We'll see you right after the break. Welcome back, everybody. We're live at Michigan State University because in just a few hours, tens of thousands of people will be headed to campus.
Yeah, and they're not here just to watch football either. They're here to eat, drink, be merry, all those types of things.
It's always a good time. And before you head to the game, though, there is some things we need to tell you about. So take a look. So academic buildings at MSU will be closed, then the doors locked, starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And because it's Friday, it's a Friday game, the campus won't be open for tailgating until 3:30 this afternoon. And if you would like to keep up with what's happening on campus tomorrow afternoon, you can text Spartan FB23 to the number 888-777. And more of that information can be found on our website at WLNS.com. Then you'll get updates including parking and traffic suggestions, safety and security information, and even information about potential game delays.
And whether or not you make it to today's game or this season at all, there is still something you can buy to remember this season, and it's a bobblehead.
It's a bobblehead. As you can see, I'm getting really excited. So it's a limited edition Sparty bobblehead, and that's why it's so special. And they're officially licensed and produced by the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum. And yeah, that's a real thing.
Yeah, I want to work there. So yeah, it's a limited number being made, 2023 for the year. They're $35 each plus $8 for shipping. And you can find the link to buy one in the Scene on 6 section of our website, WLNS.com. Or you can talk to Kiera. She knows how to get one because she did get one.
Of course,
or at least ordered one.
Yeah, you know I did. So there's 2,000, like you said, 23 being made for the year, but So now there's only 2022.
Well, obviously we're live here on the campus of MSU, just outside Spartan Stadium right there. Coming up after the break, our sports director, Audrey Doggin. She's right to my right, your left. She'll be here talking to us about football, the game, whole bunch of other stuff. We'll be right back.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News this morning.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our live show at MSU's campus.
Well, if you've been watching all morning, it's super dark out here, so we're getting the cues, but we're not sure if we're seeing the cues or not. So we're having some fun tonight.
We're having some fun. I'm Kiera Lake, and it's kind of a fun morning.
Yeah, I'm Jordan Duran, and we're outside just Spartan Stadium getting ready for the home opener tonight. And guess who's next to me? Sports Director Audrey Doggin. She's got all the info that we need for tonight's game.
I know, Audrey, thank you so much for waking up with us this morning. Now, I know it's a big game. It's our first game of the season, but, what are we expecting from Central tonight?
Well, I think the one thing that Michigan State fans are going to want to look at and notice is that Michigan State is going into this game very hungry, very determined after finishing 5-7 just a year ago. And this was the talk all fall camp for Michigan State. These 2 words, focused, hungry, determined, 3 words, I should say,
right,
just because of how last year transpired. And so then another topic, too, that everybody wants to get into and they've been very fixated on is the quarterback battle, which Mel Tucker on Monday, he did not reveal any new information when it came to who is going to be starting at quarterback tonight against Central Michigan. Peyton Thorne leaving, transferring to go to Auburn was a huge topic of conversation in the spring, but now Noah Kim, Katin Hauser, and Sam Levitt are the 3 who are essentially in the running for the race. Noah Kim, probably it's his job to lose more than likely. He has the most experience under Jay Johnson's system. He's a 4th-year junior. And then from a wide receiver standpoint, everybody was very upset when Keon Coleman left to go to Florida State.
Big upset. Big upset.
And then on top of that, too, Jaden Reed, he left early to go to the NFL draft and was drafted by the Green Bay Packers. So, yeah, they're looking to refill at the wide receiver position, but Trey Mosley, he is a senior. And then you have Montori Foster, who was injured last year, so he's ready for a breakout year. So those are, couple key positions, everybody's kind of going to be looking forward to tonight at kickoff.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's hungry. You just named some big positions there for especially quarterback. And you mentioned earlier this week talking about how the players are weighing in on that situation. What did they have to say about it?
From a quarterback standpoint, they've been working really well together. The chemistry is high. And actually, before the season, before they went into fall camp, they were saying that chemistry is as high as it's been. So that is very good. The players, too, they have a chip. They feel like people are kind of doubting them and counting them out just because because all those people left.
Right.
So they're kind of like, listen, we still have a lot of talent. We still have a lot of players, playmakers, etc. And one thing I do, we're going to hear from Mel Tucker right now. He was asked at his Monday press conference if he does feel pressure when it comes to this season after what happened last year going 5-7. And here's what he had to say.
How much pressure do I feel? I put a tremendous amount of pressure on myself all the time. The pressure I feel is the same pressure I feel, every day and for the last 27 years to coach hard and get the people that are around me to coach hard and play hard. And that's it. No one can put more pressure on me than I put on myself. No one. There's no situation possible. And so, I've coached at the highest level. The smallest place I've coached was Miami of Ohio for 1 year in '99, and I've never been anywhere where you weren't expected to win games. And so, but I expect to win.
Yeah, they're going to be coming out with a lot of intensity tonight. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I hope so, because I want there to be a fantastic season, and I know you do, and I know you do want that great season as well. We so appreciate you being up early in the morning.
Yeah, no problem. It's a big day.
Yeah,
game day.
Go
Get up, it's game day.
Go white.
Good morning, Jeremy Carey. Good morning, Michigan. Well, Zeke is ready with me to steal the show, but I know today is all about the MSU game, and it's hard to acknowledge the football game without acknowledging the beloved canine friend that is going to be performing during the halftime show. I'm here with Jim. Jim is the owner of Zeke. Jim, do you mind just providing a brief summary of what Zeke is, I guess, and the entity of Zeke and how it's being emanated through MSU's game?
Well, I'm his caretaker, and actually Zeke belongs to the student body. We're fortunate enough to be able to have Zeke and perform with him. He became what he is through Gary Eisenberg back in 1968.
So a long-standing history.
Yeah, and through the 70s, and what he became is a goodwill ambassador for Michigan State.
Yeah.
And the students love him. Everybody loves Zeke because he's such a goodwill.
I love Zeke, and I just met him today. Look at how cute he is. Oh my gosh. Zeke, are you ready for a demonstration? I think that we should show our viewers a couple of tricks.
No, it'd be
Is that cool?
fun.
Yeah, okay. All right, so we practiced one trick before this, but only one time, so no judgment if it doesn't work. All right.
Zeke, come here.
Here we go. Let's do this.
Over here.
I got to get in my football position right here.
Stay.
All right. Crossing my fingers. Thank you, Jorma.
Oh.
Woo!
Let's try it again. You missed.
Again. Okay.
Yeah. Zeke, hand.
All right, one more time. This is game day. Things are getting serious.
Stay.
All right.
Zeke, take it. Up.
Woo! Look at that. I am sure that takes a lot of training. Probably more training than MSU football players. I don't know. Maybe it's a tie. Zeke, thank you so much. Jim, thank you so much for bringing Zeke with us today. Here for now in East Lansing, Ray Sherman, 6 News.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ray. I've never been more jealous of you than that moment that I just saw. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Zeke. Well, be sure to stay tuned to 6 News and our special edition of 6 News this morning, live from MSU's campus. We have much more coming on today, including an interview with the president of CMU and a performance by the Spartan Marching Band. But first, hey, Katie, how's the forecast going?
Well, you know, looking outside right now, we don't have any clouds in the sky. It is a bluebird start to the day, or it will be as soon as the sun decides to come up. Satellite and radar shows that we don't really have anything happening in our region at the moment, and it's going to stay that way for the day ahead. So if you're thinking of heading out here to Michigan State, or if you have your own thing going on today, the conditions will be the same no matter where you happen to go. We're going to be seeing sunshine. Actually, we're seeing a hint to the sunrise right now. Sunrise is just a few minutes after 7 o'clock this morning. So if you want to catch some beautiful pops of color to the sky, I recommend heading out right around then. Until then, though, the cool skies actually aren't helping us, or clear skies rather, because it's cooling us down. We're seeing temperatures this morning in the 40s and 50s. It is going to be a somewhat chilly start to the day. That's why we have the hoodies on. But if you're going out later on, a t-shirt and shorts will be fine. We're talking more about those shorts and the warmer weather coming up in the forecast. But for now, Jorma, Kiera, back to you guys.
Yep. Katie, thank you very much. After the break, we're talking live with the CMU president. We'll be right back. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We're live just outside of Spartan Stadium, getting ready for tonight's home opener. And guess what? It's not just Spartans who are excited about tonight's game.
That's right. Central Michigan University Chippewas, they're getting fired up, too. It's a big game today.
Yeah, so we're going to head out to 6 News reporter Ray Sherman. She's got the president of CMU. Ray?
Hi, good morning, German Kara. Yes, I'm here with Robert Davies right now. He is celebrating his 5th year as CMU president, so congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. It's a great place to be, and we're doing some wonderful things at the campus over in Mount Pleasant and throughout the entire state.
And I know you're on rivalry turf right now, but how are you feeling standing right here many hours before the game?
You know, it's an exciting time as we think about the fall and bringing students back on campus. We, again, have a larger freshman class this year than we did the previous year, and more transfer students coming in, and we're really growing. So the excitement's growing, and then as part of the fall area, the football season begins to play out too. So it's exciting to get alumni involved and celebrate our alumni. Speaking of alumni, they're all over the place, and I have to give a shout out and a fire up chips to Emily Martin, a CMU graduate who is a producer of this show.
She's our producer,
and so
you hear that?
And so I'm just saying, CMU alumni are everywhere, and they're doing amazing things. So fire up, Emily.
Awesome. Well, you know, obviously you do work at CMU, and you see the students, you see the camaraderie. How are they dealing with today's game?
Well, it's pretty exciting. So a lot of students from this area a lot of CMU students are from this area. So they're wearing their CMU maroon and gold. Their pride is showing. It's exciting to see them, throughout the past week and geared up for this particular game. And again, with also all the alumni that are coming around too. So it's just it's a real neat opportunity to bring everybody together.
It's exciting stuff. And how many CMU students? I mean, rough estimate. What percentage of students are I think are going to be CMU students today at the MSU game?
Oh, there's going to be a lot coming down. I would say that, you know, out of the new students coming in, I know about 300 or 400 are coming down. I also know a lot of the upperclassmen are also coming down. So it's going to be exciting.
Nice. And I know in Michigan, you know, MSU, CMU, they're pretty big football schools, you know. People come together, people root for a team. So who are you rooting for today?
Oh, I'm cheering for the CMU Chippewas.
Not MSU?
Oh, no.
I was trying to trick you.
No, it's CMU all the way.
CMU all the way.
So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Got it. Okay, thank you so much for being here. And we're tossing a break right now. Here for you now in East Lansing, Ray Sherman, 6 News.
Fire up, Chips.
Welcome back, everybody. We're live at Michigan State University, and it's not just the Michigan State football team that's kicking off the 100th year at Spartan Stadium.
Yeah, because come halftime, the Spartan Marching Band will take the field, and joining us now live is the director, David Thornton. David, thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely. It's great to be here.
You got 20-something band members here to come play for us. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've got our student leaders out here this morning representing each part of the band. When you watch the band today perform, we'll have horn line members, so the brass and saxophones, percussion, and then our auxiliary groups, we've got twirlers, flags, and drum major as well.
Got 305 members, is that right?
Yeah, there's a lot of us. Yeah. We're one of the biggest organizations on campus, and it's great to get started today.
Now, I see those tan lines. It looks like you guys have been working hard outside.
Yeah, we've gone pretty much every day for the last 2 weeks, so about 12 hours a day since 2 Thursdays ago. So we're excited for the game today, but also a little bit of a long weekend, which will be nice.
It's going to be a super long weekend. It's not just music that you play, you do choreography too, right?
Yeah, so the music and the drill. So tonight, our first halftime show is celebrating 100 years of Disney, so everybody's going to recognize all of the tunes, and you might see a couple of pictures on the field that you'll recognize. I won't spoil any surprises, but if any Disney fans out there tonight, you'll enjoy the halftime show.
Yeah, we had a lot of Disney movies come out with The Little Mermaid, so I know a lot of people are really excited to see some Disney tunes.
No Little Mermaid tonight, but there are some classics in there. But again, I'll keep my cards close to the chest right now. So.
Well, that's really exciting. So what do you want the Spartan fans to know out there?
That the students are really excited to support the team. We had a great interaction with the football team a week ago. I know they're excited and ready to go. We are enthusiastic about the year. The ensemble is going to be really terrific. And we have 7 home halftime shows planned for everybody. And so everything from rock to Disney to alumni band weekend next weekend. So.
All right, that's so exciting. And our own meteorologist, Katie Nicolau, she actually used to be in the band, and she has a special preview going on before we hear from the Spartan Marching Band. What's going on down there? This is the best thing. I love this so much. I know. Well,
won a world championship. She's legit.
They are very legit. Well, we have a lot more going on. We're live at Spartan Stadium, so I hope you stay with us. We'll see you right after the break. And actually, I see our 6 News reporter Ray Sherman standing behind us. Ray, I got to ask you a question real quick.
She's been doing some awesome stuff for us.
You had an exciting day too. You got to meet Zeke, the Wonder Dog. How was that experience?
I mean, I was expecting Zeke to be a lot heavier than he actually was, but it went well, I think. I mean, the first time he went over, like, he didn't catch the Frisbee. Second time, redemption. So, yeah, hopefully the first time MSU is going to win. So
I know. It'll be a really good time. I know I have tickets to the game. Anybody else have tickets to the game?
No, I have a ticket to my nap because I'm taking taking like the greatest nap of my life after this, but I'll be watching the game.
I know. What about you, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, you're an MSU fan.
Yeah.
Are you an MSU fan?
Oh, yeah.
By
sure.
default, right? I feel like I'm by default. So, yeah. So, go green.
Go white.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate all of you for watching 6 News this morning and our special edition on MSU's campus. We hope you have a great morning, everybody.